Season 7 of Overwatch 2 just came out, and I wanted to make a very helpful video for you guys. This video is a tier list of the DPS players of what you should play if you're platinum or below. A lot of people make these tier lists, but they do it for like the top 500 and then the metal ranks. I think that leaves a lot of middle ground that I need to cover for you guys, because a lot of people are in those in-between ranks. Let's jump right into it. Now, these are going to be separated into 5 different tiers. There's going to be most effective, very effective, can be effective, rarely effective, and then just blatantly the wrong choice. Now, bronze all the way up to platinum are certainly not the same exact players, but I think the higher you get to platinum and closer to the diamond area, there's more counterplay going on. We're gonna go in alphabetical order, so let's start with Ashe for the bronze through platinum. So for me, Ashe is kind of an easy one. This is gonna be in the can be effective area. Now, the reason for that is because it requires nice precision. You really have to be able to aim. And a lot of the times, especially if you're stuck in platinum or under, you might not be the best aimer, and that's okay. But if you're not, there's way better options than Ashe for way higher output, because you're just going to hit more of your shots. But it certainly can be effective if you're good at aiming. Now on to Bastion. Bastion's gonna be one of those that's in the S category for these metal ranks, from platinum all the way down to bronze. The reason for that being, he's very high damage output. It doesn't require a lot of skill to use, and he can do his job, which is damage, okay, getting kills very effectively with not a high skill ceiling. That's going to be a theme for a lot of these ranks right now. Easy to use, high damage output. That's what you want in the lower ranks. All right, now on to Cassidy. It's going to be a very similar situation to what Ashe was in. Ashe is in the high precision, feels very effective, but a lot of these people are not very good at aiming in these metal ranks. Now, they might be, but that's where it can be effective. Unfortunately, Cassidy got a really big range nerf, but both of them can be effective if you're good at aiming. There are certainly better choices if you're stuck in these lower ranks. Now on to one of my favorite heroes to play in the game, and that's Echo. Unfortunately, in these lower ranks, Echo is rarely effective. There's a few reasons for that. For one, her kit is considered hard to use if you're a new player or maybe a low skill player. You have to use them all in the combo. You have to be able to get in and get out. A lot of these things are not super easy for the lower skill tier player. Another reason is Echo is very easily countered by very easy to play heroes like Bastion, Soldier, maybe Cassidy or Ashe like from earlier. And if your supports aren't very good, and especially at this level, they're probably not, they don't know the right thing to pick for the flyers, so you can't go like Baptiste because you're just not going to get any heals as a flyer. When you're about to get a pick, they don't know how to push when you do that. They just don't know how to play with this hero, even if you are very good at them. Now on to Genji. You either love him or you hate him. Nerf Genji. So I think that for this level, especially if you're in the lower ranks, it is going to be the same story as Echo. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to like to hear that, but it's not even how good are you at this hero. It's how effective is your team around it. When you're going in to get a pick, they're not going to be looking for the heals for you, for one. They might not play around your blade. They might not pop their nano at the right time. Unfortunately, if you don't have the right team around you, or if you don't have the right skill level, because he is harder to play, it's just not a very effective pick. Now on to Hanzo, everybody's favorite one-shot hero. But if I'm being honest, I think Hanzo belongs in the same area as the other ones with the high precision damage. I think you can see the theme with that. Can be very effective if you're able to hit a lot of your shots. Not a lot of people can do that, especially not in the lower ranks. Very good character though, almost way too good when you get really good at him. On to Junkrat now. Junkrat is one of those that is the first one in the very effective category. Not the most effective, but he is very, very strong. Junkrat is easily countered, but it doesn't suffer from a lot of the other things like maybe Echo does, where yes, you're easily countered, and also your team isn't helping you, and it's a hard character play, and all these other things on top of it. Junkrat actually is just easily countered, and that's it. I mean, you can get a lot of damage output. It's very easy to play, very effective on a lot of maps. You got to try this one out if you haven't already. The next one we got on our hands is Mei. Now, Mei is going to go into the can be effective category. She's very situational, and I think most of the time, unfortunately, right now, she kind of sucks. Now, obviously, if you're in a very low rank, the survivability alone is really good. A lot of people think she's broken just because, you know, you have all these things to survive. But it's certainly, once you start to get up to gold and platinum, she's not that good. If you got the right team and they're working with you and you wall someone off, not bad. You guys know they don't work with you in the lower ranks. Now on to Phara. Phara is going to be the second one in the very effective category. Now, the reason for that is that yes, she's easily countered, but similar to Junkrat. That's it. Very easy to play. They don't always counter at the lower ranks, especially when it's really easy to do so. They just don't do it a lot of the time. And their kit is not something that requires you to get in, get out, do a combo move, or anything like Echoes. It is a much easier hero to play at the lower ranks. But don't play Phara all the time, especially if it's like a triple hit scan situation on the enemy team. Now on to Reaper. We finally get another hero in the S category, the most effective category. Reaper is insane. Reaper is a very high damage output hero, a very survivability heavy hero, so they have a lot of ways to get out, TP out, use your Wraith. Reaper is a very easy to use hero. I mean, it's just 2 shotguns that you can hold down the click. Now, don't be an idiot. Just like in Phara, you shouldn't do it if they have like 2 flyers. You're just gonna do nothing to them, but usually a monstrous pick. On to the newest Overwatch DPS hero, Sojourn. This one was a little bit different for me because to me, Sojourn is super easy and very high damage output, but I'm not realizing that that's basically all the heroes I play have similar abilities, similar kits to Sojourn. So that's why I find this very easy and high powered hero. In reality, if you're in the lower ranks, I'm being told it's not that easy to use effectively. You're much better off with like a Soldier 76, just because you do have to know how to lead your shot and the precision does matter. With the right clicks, if you can hit those, I mean, that's everything. That's literally everything with this hero. So for those reasons, I think it has to go in the C. Can be effective. It's more about the precision. Now on to what my main hero is personally, Soldier 76. I play a lot of heroes, but if you watch my streams, you know I play Soldier a lot. I play it at the Masters level, but for here, we're going to talk about the lower ranks. Not that Masters is a crazy high rank. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm a little biased, but Soldier's actually going to get the S tier, the most effective. Now, he does require a lot of aim, just like Sojourn. But the difference is this is a very, very forgiving hero. So if you're leading your shot a little bit too much, you can just readjust in the same clip. You can miss plenty of bullets in one clip and you reload really quickly. Also, you have your own heals. So not only can you help your team in these lower ranks, you can kind of play on your own, do your own thing, go for flanks. Mobility is insane. Soldier is a great hero for these ranks. All right, just a couple more, and I think you're gonna be very interested in these last few right here. So let's go for Sombra. Sombra is gonna be the rarely effective category. Very similar situation to the Echo and Genji from earlier. You might be insane on this hero, and they have a very good kit. In fact, they just got changed to be considerably better, right, for the team. But unfortunately, your team doesn't know how to capitalize on this kind of stuff. When they're hacked, when you go around to open up space to poke something in the back, they don't know they should push. This one's a very team comp heavy hero, and it can work. But I think if you're already above platinum, that's the only time you can get away with like soloing, getting a lot of kills on your own. For all those reasons, Sombra is going to be in the rarely effective category. I wouldn't suggest playing this unless your team is screaming for it to counter something hard, maybe like a Doomfist. On almost the complete opposite side of that hero, we're going to go Symmetra. Symmetra is going to land in the S category. Now, there's a few reasons for this, but it really turns out to what the other ones were. Very easy to play, very high damage output. You don't need a team comp with this. If you can get going on Symmetra's triple beam and a little bit of strafing back and forth, I mean, you can annihilate entire teams on your own. In the higher ranks, she's not super effective, but in the lower ranks, it is crazy how many people just don't react quick enough, don't go simple counters to make her ineffective. And on top of that, she is just very easy to play, extremely easy, very high damage output. And that's what's making these upper categories on this tier list right here. Now the other turret hero, Torbjorn. Torb is in a weird spot for me right now. I can't decide exactly where I want to put him. I don't think he's the most effective hero right now. He does require a little bit of aim, but he has about everything. He has a turret. He has an up-close shotgun. He has a way to get extra health and speed. I mean, it's a bit crazy how good Torb is right now. It's a lot easier to just play Soldier and hit a lot of shots. But in reality, if you can manage to hit a few, Torb is crazy good. I'm going to go ahead and put Torb in the A category, the very effective category. He's just so versatile. Very few times it's not smart to play Torb. Almost done here. We're on Tracer now. Now, Tracer is going to be the first one in the wrong choice category. Those of you that know, Tracer is one of the hardest mechanical heroes to be good with, okay? A lot of times, especially in the lower ranks, you're spraying a little bit, you're getting damage, but you're really not playing her effectively. In order to play her effectively, it is actually one of the hardest heroes in the game. I actually need to stress that there, because it's not like Sombra, where you can be effective on your own, easy to get out of a situation. Tracer, you're either amazing with her, or it's the worst pick ever. So if you're in platinum, gold, silver, or bronze, stay away from this hero. It is the wrong choice for you. On to the final hero here, Widowmaker. This one is going to be in the same category. It's the wrong choice. Now, hear me out. It is one of the worst heroes in the game unless you can hit your headshots consistently on Widowmaker. But that is not going to be in platinum, gold, silver, or bronze, okay? There are so many better choices if you are actually in these ranks. You might get a headshot here and there or some body shots, but you're going to be so much more effective playing with your team so they have another body on the field with them close up. And two, just having consistent damage, okay? There are kits with other heroes that offer a lot more for where your skill level is at. Don't be throwing by picking Widowmaker just because you want to have fun. So go ahead, take a screenshot of this, take a look at all these heroes, and find out where you are for your skill level. If you like my content, I go live almost every single day on Twitch and TikTok. The links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I appreciate your support.